Alex Zender of UCCS Athletics. Joining me today is men's soccer coach Johnnie Keen. Johnny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great as well. Thanks for joining me. Already a week of practice has gone by. How did your first week of practice go, and how are your team doing?
The team's doing very well. We had a strong first week. Tough week, 2 days. We put in a lot of effort, but for the most part, we're healthy, and we've had a good second week here. Looking to finish up with a game this Saturday night, our last preseason match of the preseason, and we're looking forward to opening up non-conference play here at home next weekend.
Good, that's exciting. You also have many returning starters from last year. What are your expectations from them this year?
Well, I mean, they're our leaders now. You know, you go very quickly from being a freshman and a young sophomore into your junior and senior, class, and your role completely flips when you get into that point as a student athlete. So those guys are taking on the role really well. We've got a strong group of juniors and seniors, and a lot of those guys are going to be seeing the field. We're going to have a lot of leadership on the field this season.
You also have many upcoming freshmen. How are they playing a role on this team as of right now?
It's funny. We were just talking about them, my assistant coach and I. But so far they're doing great. They do a really good job of mixing Gatorade. I mean, it tastes great for every single practice. But no, really, there's a lot of talent in that group. They're pushing the upperclassmen on the field. And there's some things we need to tweak with some of those players to get them to fit in our system. And physically, some of them need to get a little stronger. But all in all, it's a very strong group, and the future's bright for our program with this freshman class.
Coach Keen, last question. In about a week, you have your first home game against Lubbock Christian. What are you doing to prepare yourself and the team for that game?
It's just one day, one practice, one minute at a time. So, we haven't really thought too much about Lubbock, the team, but we've, just focused on ourselves and what we need to do to be game fit, to make sure we're all on the same page. And so far, I think we are probably ready for that game. I think we could go in and play that game pretty comfortably tomorrow if it was tomorrow. So very happy with where we're at in this preseason right now, and we've got one more week to prepare before we face those guys next Friday.
Well, good luck to you next Friday and for the rest of the year. Alex Zender joining me today again is Coach Johnnie Keen. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.